Diwali is not just the festival of lights, but it is also the festival of bites. Knowingly or unknowingly, we keep popping one after the other sweets and increase our calorie intake. So how do we fight out those calories? Taking us further, I have with me fitness expert Sangeetha Gopal. Hi Sangeetha,
Hi.
how are you doing?
I'm doing
Okay Sangeetha, you know Diwali. First of all, I would like to ask you about your Diwali. You're so brilliantly and beautifully, dressed up in a traditional sari. So tell us about it. How was it Diwali?
Diwali is generally a very big festival for us. I'm a Tamilian basically, so we have generally head bath. Generally we're supposed to put warm oil on our head, and first thing in the morning wake up at 5 o'clock, have a shower, and then we burst crackers. That's a tradition that has been happening for so many years in our family at least. But then tradition is different from one community to another.
Exactly.
So we generally have idli dosa with mutton curry, chicken curry, and of course not less sweets always. So we have this special sweet that we make called adirsam. It is called adirsam in Tamil, but widely known as the kajaya in Kannada. So we make that. That is a traditional sweet that we make for Diwali, and we go to the temple, we offer it to the god, and then come home. Then the whole of Diwali we are only having sweets and sweets and sweets. Generally in Marwadis, if you see, they have this bundi laddu, which is very famous. So generally have the small futti laddus, but for Diwali they have this huge size, which I used to love and eat every Diwali. I would traditionally go to Anand Sweets, pick up this huge bundi laddu and sit for the next 3 days and only have the bundi laddu, which is very famous. Bundi laddu and the khajai and rasmalai and all this, we have people coming over, guests coming over, and gifts coming in, and generally all the gifts are on, if you open it's only sweets.
Sweets, yeah.
So
Sweets,
we have
definitely.
all the sinful eating, it starts 1 week before Diwali, and then we have the cards party, which starts 15 days before Diwali. So there again, sinful eating, and we have all the namkeens. It starts off with the namkeens, then high calorie food, heavy food, literally.
And I think, we should definitely make a mention about Kaju Katli, and as Sangeetha just pointed out about laddus, these are definitely a must in Diwali, and added, with that you have different new sweets, coming up. You have different patterns different designs
colors,
on it, and different
colors,
ingredients added in it. So it's like sweets, and sinful eating, every time. So tell us, this thing, as I was just mentioning before, you keep on popping in calories inside, but how do you actually, come?
What I do is generally before Diwali, I start preparing myself. 15 days before Diwali, I try and stay on a diet, because once in a year I like to really indulge in sweets, especially my bundi laddu and my adirsam. So 1 week or 2 weeks prior to Diwali, I try and stay on a low calorie diet with salads and soup. So, and the next 3 days when Diwali is there, I really binge. And then again after Diwali, try and control your eating, and obviously exercise, which I always tell you.
Okay,
Always
definitely.
exercise.
But it is said that when you pop in sweets, you take a bite of sweet, it's not just that you're adding to your calories. There are different ingredients in the sweets also, like which might be good, which might not
one
be
thing
good.
I would really like to tell the viewers out there, the silver foiling which comes on the sweet, it's not good at all.
Is it?
Try and avoid all the sweet which has a silver foil. It's made of very thin aluminium foil, which is really bad. Which is when you take it internally, it's really bad. Though it is a very mild layer, it's really bad. Try and avoid it, and try not to give it to children. Elders is at least okay, but then children should really avoid.
Tell us, once we take in calories, how should we lose on that calories?
Okay, let me tell you first. A woman needs 1,500 calories a day, whereas a man needs 2,500 calories a day. Okay, so based on this calorie meter, you have to take your intake. See, what I do is I need 3,500 calories every day. So I exercise in the morning for 2 hours. So I must be burning around 500 calories. So my breakfast contains porridge, 2 egg whites, banana, and lots of fruits. So try and balance it and keep your meal within 1,500 calories. Plus you will be burning them also. So mentally you have to have knowledge that we need 1,500 calories every day. So we should have a calorie meter mentally. So our Indian food is the most high calorie food. We have upma. A bowl of small upma contains 500 calories. A small, the most softer and greasier the upma is, so basically know that it's made with so much more ghee. Only then it gets soft and tastier. Again biryani, a small bowl, contains around 800 to 900 calories. So a full meal of biryani might be containing of 2000 calories. So this is where the fat deposits. So you need 1500 calories, you eat a biryani of 2000 calories. So where does the 500 calories settle? It settles and settles over the period of time. What you can do is try and control your eating. Take a lot of greens, lot of vegetables, lot of juices. Something very handy. I mean, keep instead of in your purse when you're feeling hungry. Try not to stick to. The first thing what our mind goes to is a packet of Lay's.
Yeah.
One chip contains almost 30 to 40 calories. One chip, and it's got 8 drops of oil.
Okay.
One chip contains 8 drops of oil.
Okay,
and
so there is all knowledge that you want, normal basic knowledge that we keep munching all these chips and fast food every time we feel hungry. But this is definitely a no-no, as Sangeetha is pointing out.
It's definitely tempting, and I'm not going to say that I don't eat chips. It is definitely tempting. But what I would say, try and cut down your appetite. What you can do is have a glass of hot water whenever you feel hungry or feel tempted to have a packet of chips or some Coke or something like that. Try and drink a glass of hot water, and in your purse try and keep a lot of badams and figs and pistas. That I always do. Whenever you're feeling hungry a little bit, instead of nibbling on the chips, you can nibble on the badam and pista, which is very good. Nuts are very good. Again, fruits, try and finish off all your fruit intake by 6:30 in the evening. It is generally why, because anything you consume, sugar also, see, whatever you say, fruit is also a sugar. So they say generally it takes long to burn.
Okay.
So basically everything, all your sugar intake, finish it off in the morning so that you have the whole day to burn it out, which I told you in my previous interview.
So this was all about the foods that you should restrict yourself in your calorie meter. But on the other side of this break, you will see fitness steps that you should follow in order to decrease your calories. So be back.